now found. So zoo officials say they found a hole that was cut in the small cat's habitat, but it's not clear who cut that hole. The zoo shut down as crews searched through 100 acres.
All right, so they eventually found the leopard near its habitat. It weighed 20 to 25 pounds. It wasn't hurt. Police are now reviewing surveillance footage on an attempt to identify any suspects. We've been tracking this the last 24 hours, and it was almost startling to hear from the police, who said it was an intentionally cut hole in this exhibit.
He was actually found on location at the zoo. Little guy just went for a little adventure.
Yeah.
I see a children's book in the making.
Oh my goodness. Time now, 8:57, 39 degrees out.
A mother loses her limbs after giving birth. Now the South Texas community is coming together to help her. How you can take part, we have those details in the next hour.
Starting off this hour with a live look out at the Alamo City, and it is chilly. All right, 42 degrees, so we've seen a warm up throughout the morning. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. For now, it is 9 o'clock. It is January 14th, and Sarah Spivey's right here.
Good morning.
Guys, it feels great to be back. The three of us, just the three of us.
The band.
We can make it if we try.
The band is back together.
Max had a wonderful trip out toward Israel, right?
So we went London, Israel, Jordan, and then came back, and the weather here was phenomenal.
Great. It was awesome. And you know what? Today, this morning, though, it started pretty cold. In fact, you had some frost.
I did, on the top of my car.
Wow, elevated surfaces could get some frost, but now temperatures are in the low 40s. We've been able to see temperatures rise by some nearly 10 degrees just in an hour in San Antonio. So that shows you how powerful that sunshine is. It's still chilly out there, low 40s, 43 degrees at the airport, low humidity too, chapstick weather all day long for us. 42 in Uvalde, 44 in Hondo, 42 in Pleasanton. Notice it's 45 in New Braunfels after a freezing start. Good morning, Kerrville. You're still at 32, but just temporarily. Again, things are going to be warming up nicely for us. All right, and this extended weekend today, 67 for the high temperature, low humidity. Early tomorrow morning, 44. We will have some patchy fog, 74 for the high temperature, and it's going to be noticeably windy tomorrow with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Then for Monday, for the holiday, we'll have some patchy morning fog as well, noticeably muggy and near 80 degrees. All in all, though, this weekend's weather is going to be pretty nice if you can stand the mountain cedar. In today's pollen count, mountain cedar is down from yesterday, but it is still high, past 3,000 pollen grains per cubic meter of air. Molds, however, are low at 370. Coming up, we're going to talk about when we usually see our average last freeze around San Antonio, and I'll take a look ahead to the week where we will have another cold front moving through. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. This morning, San Antonio police are still searching for a suspect in an overnight shooting happening on the city's north side. This happened around 1:30 in the morning near Henderson Pass and Thousand Oaks. A 17-year-old told police he was arguing with someone just before that person pulled out a gun and shot him in the arm. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. So far, police have not found the suspect.
And new this morning, San Antonio police still searching for the person responsible for an overnight shooting, a shooting that left one man seriously injured on the city's northeast side. So take a look. This all happened in the 6400 block of Ridge Creek. This is a neighborhood not too far from I-35 and Loop 1604. Officers on the scene telling us this all unfolded around 12:30 this morning. A man in a truck drove up to a home. There, he confronted a man in the front yard. They argued, and at some point, someone pulled out a gun and started shooting. The man in the truck was shot in the head, taken to the hospital at last check in serious condition. The suspect took off before police arrived. Right now, no suspect is in custody.
A California sheriff's deputy was shot and killed in the line of duty on Friday. That's according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Officials say the 30-year-old deputy Darnell Calhoun was the first on scene of a domestic violence call. It's unclear what led up to the shooting. Calhoun joined the Riverside County Sheriff's Office in February of 2022. He previously spent 2 years with the San Diego Police Department.
The House Judiciary Committee chairman announcing an investigation into the Justice Department's actions related to President Biden's handling of classified documents. Republican Congressman Jim Jordan sending a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland. In that letter, he says the circumstances surrounding the appointment of a special counsel, well, it raises fundamental oversight questions. Jim Jordan now demanding the Justice Department turn over a variety of documents. Of those, it includes all communications related to the appointment of the special counsel. Now, that letter sets a deadline of January 27th for the Justice Department to provide the requested and, frankly, demanded documents. And now to a top story following parents who are outraged at one of the top high schools in the country. The school coming under fire over how it handled prestigious National Merit Awards.
ABC's M. Wynn says parents gave administrators a piece of their minds, and there are other schools embroiled in this as well.
This morning, state officials in Virginia expanding their investigation into at least 10 Northern Virginia public high schools that allegedly failed to notify their students of their National Merit Commended Scholar status in a timely manner.
Our preliminary report says over 1,000 students were not notified of the situation.
Virginia's Attorney General's office claiming school officials allegedly withheld telling students they were commended scholars to avoid upsetting others who were not.
We're trying to understand whether they were treating students, denying them certain either recognition or admission based on their ethnic background.
The commended student status, an extremely competitive honor, goes to at least 3% of KSAT test takers nationally. One of the schools at the center of the controversy, the elite Thomas Jefferson High School for Science of Technology, where there are more than 65% Asians and about 20% whites. Blacks and Latinos make up less than 10% of the population, according to the Fairfax County Public School System. The school eventually notified students of their status, but not in time for the start of the college application season, creating what students and parents say was a missed opportunity.
Stop the sabotage!
Some outraged parents demanding accountability at a recent school board meeting.
If you just put it as from the perspective of what a competent and diligent administration should do, is a serious failure, a miserable failure.
That delay potentially causing students like Shana Yashar's son to miss deadlines for adding the commended student honor to their early decision applications.
Some schools had already made their decisions.
There are schools that offer scholarships up to $35,000 a year. So yeah, do the math. It's a lot of money.
A Fairfax County Public Schools spokesperson says they've initiated a third-party independent investigation and that our preliminary understanding is that the delay was due to human error.
And back here at home, dozens of volunteers out and about in the cold this morning, participating in a huge effort to clean the wildlife site.
GMSA reporter Alyssa Cole joins us live. Alyssa, what exactly are people clearing out today?
Max, Sarah, good morning. People are clearing out invasive plants and replacing them with native plants here at the Mitchell Lake Audubon Center. We're actually going to pan the camera and show you some of our wildlife companions here in South Texas that depend on us volunteers to come out and clean up this area. You can see those birds out there. Our friends, we called them in for the live shot. They're there at the bird house and in the trees there. But it's important for volunteers to come out like today to clean out those invasive plants and replace them with native ones, because the birds and the butterflies that migrate through this area, they depend on those plants and those different greeneries, if you will, to live and to reproduce. So every second Saturday of the month, you can come out, you can volunteer between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. to be a part of this effort. And that's exactly what's happening now. If you're watching this live report, come on out. There's still some time. If you're nearby, come on out. There's still some time. 1,200 acres, 600 acres of wetland. I mean, we can use as many hands on deck as possible. So if you are heading out this way, bring some gloves if you have any. And if you don't, there's plenty out here. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Awesome effort. Amazing time out there. And of course, you got to bring the gloves.
You got to keep your hands nice and
Yeah, it's sunny out there. It's still 42 degrees. It is only 9:08, so you can see those temps rise throughout the day.
All right, today on Texas Eats, David Elder and KSAT 12 news anchor Ursula Perry heat things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with a Cajun shrimp and grits recipe.
Nice. And next, the hole in the ozone layer is on the path to healing. Didn't you do the story?
I did. So what does this mean? We'll hear from a local environmental science professor about his thoughts on our planet's healing process.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. We saw Alyssa Cole out there. The sun is shining. The temp's still down, though, 42 degrees. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. So, how about some good news about the planet? The hole that was discovered in the ozone layer back in the 1980s, well, Sarah says it is on track to heal in the coming decades, in our lifetime.
So this is after harmful chemicals have been phased out. I spoke with a local environmental science professor about what this means, but what still needs to be done to continue to heal our planet.
Check out this video. NASA shows us the hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica and how it slowly grew larger over time from the 1980s. But now a new scientific report from the United Nations says that hole is actually shrinking and is on track to recover to 1980 levels by the year 2040. And in the most damaged areas by 2066.
This is a really good example of how we can make a global issue a challenge, but a success.
Dr. Kim Jones teaches environmental science at UIW. He explains that the reason for the recovery of the ozone layer is thanks to harmful chemicals known as CFCs, being phased out due to the cooperation of countries across the globe during the Montreal Protocol that took effect in 1989. Most importantly, the ozone layer protects not just us, but all our plants.
Agriculture and plant materials would be negatively impacted, and that would be a global catastrophe.
Jones says there is still a lot more work to be done when it comes to combating global warming and protecting our planet. For example, the chemicals that replace those CFCs that were phased out.
Those don't damage the ozone layer, but it turns out they're very powerful greenhouse gases, about 2,000 times more powerful than carbon dioxide as a greenhouse gas.
Greenhouse gases that cause global warming, which contribute to the harmful impacts of climate change. Jones is hopeful that the shrinking of the hole in the ozone layer shows we can come together across the world and do the same to combat global warming.
This example that you're bringing up is a success. Why can't we do the same thing with some of these greenhouse gases?
It's a good question.
I know. We can come together to fix the hole in the ozone. We can do the same for, to help the global warming situation.
As 90s babies, I know that ozone hole was a big thing I learned about in school, at least.
You were singing the song this week. It's pretty catchy. I'm not going to lie to you.
In third grade, okay, we did a recital about the ozone layer, and to this day I remember the lyrics.
Which are?
We're killing the ozone, killing the ozone. Probably a little too intense.
A little
for
bit.
Third graders.
We're saving the ozone now, though.
We're saving the ozone.
Healing the ozone.
Nice. I like the new edition.
Yeah, brand new edition. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at freezing temperatures this morning. This is a look at the lows that we had this morning around San Antonio. We got down to 32 in the Alamo City, 29 in Hondo. It was a chilly 24 in Kerrville and 29 in Pleasanton. Around the metro area, got down to 30 degrees at JBSA Randolph, got down to freezing in New Braunfels and Seguin, Hondo, and in Bernie. Now, this is not unusual. We see freezes this time of year. By the way, our average last freeze is about February 24th. So we still have got through the end of February until we usually see our last freeze. Now, San Antonio's latest freeze was back on April 3rd of 1987. I do not expect us to see freezing temperatures, though, for the next 7 mornings. In fact, tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the 40s. By Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, our morning lows will be in the 50s. And even after a front moves through on Wednesday, our morning lows are still going to be well above freezing and above average, by the way. The average low this time of year is 41. Now, outside right now, we're already at 43. So from the morning low around 7 to right now 9:15, we've been able to see temperatures rise by more than 10 degrees, all because of that sunshine and that low humidity. It's still below freezing in Kerrville, though. 47 in Del Rio, 45 in New Braunfels, stepping out the door in Pleasanton, it's 42, 45 in Gonzales, and 42 in Uvalde. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, nothing but sun today, 60 around noon. The afternoon will be spent in the 60s, 67 for the high. Notice that winds pick up too later on this afternoon. So we'll be looking at winds gusting up to about maybe up to 20 miles per hour, sustained from the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunsets close to 6, and we'll be looking at temperatures in the low 50s this evening. If you have plans out and about later on tonight, you won't need the heavy coat like you did this morning, but a light jacket will suit you well. Temperatures will be in the 40s by 10 o'clock. As for high temperatures in your neighborhood, 66 in Canyon Lake, 68 in Hondo, 68 68 in Uvalde, 71 in Carrizo Springs, 68 in Victoria, 71 in Del Rio, 62 in Rock Springs. Let's talk a little bit about our weather setup across the nation. Very active weather pattern. Of course, unfortunately, we heard about those tornadoes across the southeast. That low pressure system has pushed on off to New England, bringing lots of rainfall and even some snow to parts of Maine. Meanwhile, high pressure system firmly in control around Texas. This is why we're seeing beautiful sunny skies right now, because of that high pressure system preventing any rising air. It's a different story out in California. Once again, they are dealing with this atmospheric river, torrential rains across the northern part of California, helping out with their drought situation, absolutely, but coming at the cost of flooding risks for sure. Now, as this low pressure system moves to the north of us, we're not going to be seeing any rain from this, unfortunately. But here's something that low pressure system is going to do. It's dry out there right now with that high overhead. As that high moves off to the east and that low approaches from the west, there's going to be a really sharp pressure gradient, pressure difference between these two. So we're going to notice windy conditions tomorrow from the south, gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. What's south of us? The Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to be seeing that Gulf of Mexico moisture increase. By Monday morning, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, in the morning hours, we're going to have humid conditions, perhaps some fog for the march that's going on. And keep in mind, too, that it's going to be pretty warm, a high temperature of 78 degrees on Monday. Looking ahead, we see a front move through on Wednesday. I'll be talking a little bit more about that front in the next half hour of GMSA, but a small chance for rain, only about 20%, and it's going to be a fairly weak Pacific front, dropping our temperatures down by only a few degrees. Highs will be in the 70s as we round out the week.
Just a little bit of rain.
Now that song's stuck in my head.
It's a jam. And now it has a positive spin on it.
Healing the ozone.
Healing the ozone.
You guys can toss this break. 9:18, just about 45 degrees out.
Some Cajun food goodness with David Elder and KSAT 12 News anchor Ursula Perry. They are heating things up in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen.
Looks fantastic.
We'll see that next.
And I love what you've done here. I mean, look how beautiful this is. You have that bed of cheesy grits on the bottom, and then on top, you have the sausage, the shrimp. You have all those veggies on there as well. Put a little lemon on top to make it look pretty, but it also adds a little bit of brightness and acidity when you take that bite. You guys, this recipe is so delicious, and you make it look so easy.
It is easy. If you can stir a cast iron pot with stuff in it, you can make this dish.
Okay, I'm very upset I missed this outdoor adventure.
This looks very good.
Did you get to try any of it?
No, every time I'm always late to the email.
Oh, me too.
When I get there, it's a cleaned plate and I never get to try anything.
So the way it works at KSAT is whenever David Elder is doing stuff in the outdoor kitchen, always fantastic
and you
taste.
can smell it.
Throughout, but the problem is they send the email out being like, we have so-and-so.
And as soon as they click the send all, within 2 minutes, if you don't make it to the break room, it's gone.
So apparently the cheesy Cajun dish was a fan favorite.
I wouldn't know.
10 o'clock, Texas Eats. 9:23, 46 degrees out.
Tom Hanks is introducing a new drink he says was made up during the holidays. What exactly is in the drink and how it's gotten noticed so far, and it has a fun name to it. Okay, so iconic actor and filmmaker Tom Hanks is introducing a cocktail that he says was born during a moment of celebration over the holidays. And here's the fun name to it. It's called Diet Cocaine. It's the drink Max is snickering over here.
It is not an illicit drug.
It's not. It's a combination. The name is a combination of Diet Coke and the end of the word champagne.
Got it.
That's where you get Diet Cocaine. He says he discovered it after deciding to add a shot of champagne to his Diet Coke, and he says it was delicious. Now it's beginning to trend across the internet. If you like to try the Diet Cocaine cocktail at home, not a drug, just combine 2/3 of your Diet Coke and then of your choosing, and then add a shot of champagne. This can't be bad. They're both bubbly goodness.
No, and you know what's going to be funny? It started off as a simple idea, but soon we're going to see them in like HEBs as like a 6-pack where you can buy the individualized ones.
I wonder if they're really going to call it Diet Cocaine.
I mean, it has a very marketable name.
It does.
Time now, just about 9:28, 45 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. Go Spurs, go.
Go
Happy
Spurs, go.
weekend. It is 9:31 this Saturday. We say go Spurs, go because in case you missed it, last night set a record at the Alamo Dome. More than 68,000 people given a new
Love to see it.
to pack the dome, setting an NBA record. And it was amazing.
It looked like ants. I wasn't there. I'm watching this on television. But it's so crazy to see when the dome is just opened up for a basketball game and how small the court is. And there's so many people in the dome. It really just looked like a basketball court for ants, like surrounded by a bunch of fans that were ants. It was awesome. I love that San Antonio just comes together to support their Spurs, whether, you know, we're having a really strong, good season or not. You know?
I was wondering how you're going to say that. Yeah,
you know,
we're going to have more
diplomatic.
from the game in a little bit. But before Sarah says ants for a 7th time, Sarah Spivey, how's the weather out there?
I was going to be like ants. I was going to say that a little bit more. But hey, you know what? We are starting off the day chilly. We got down to freezing in San Antonio. But here in San Antonio, the weather's going to be really nice over this extended weekend. One thing you'll have to contend with, though, as it is mountain cedar season, is the mountain cedar. Mountain cedar is high, past 3,000. But it is down a little bit from yesterday. So that's some good news there. But if you are wheezing and sneezing, that mountain cedar's the reason. Molds are low at 370. Outside right now, beautiful sunny skies. It's 43. Impressive when you think about the fact that we started off at freezing. So in just an hour here, we've been able to see temperatures warm up by at least 10 degrees. Dew points are in the 20s. That's chapstick weather. You're going to need the chapstick with you throughout the day today. Outside right now, though, all of us are back above freezing. It's 36 in Kerrville, 45 in New Braunfels. Good morning in Converse. It's 42 degrees, 44 in Hondo, and 42 in Bandera. As we take a look at the forecast, here's what we're going to talk about. Sunshine today and quickly warming. We'll get up into the 60s. Today gets the gold medal for the weekend. Absolutely beautiful. The rest of the days this weekend will be nice, but a little bit more humidity tomorrow. Patchy morning fog, windy and in the 70s. Finally, tomorrow for the holiday, muggy. Some morning fog for potential for the march there, and a high temperature near 80 degrees. So coming up, we're going to talk about, of course, the rest of this weekend and another cold front on the way. I'll tell you when I think the mountain cedar could really start to spike up. Coming up in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Following some top stories this morning, asylum seekers are now traveling through San Antonio to get to their sponsors. With an increase in migrants seeking transportation, San Antonio is now partnering with the city of Austin to help. Migrants will need to pre-book flights out of Austin's airport before leaving San Antonio's Migrant Center. So between 40 and 120 asylum seekers are expected to be shuttled to Austin daily. The city of San Antonio says they will seek full reimbursement from the federal government for their expenses.
A woman behind bars this morning after being accused of running over 2 mothers and killing one of them. The arrest affidavit reads that Penny Gomez intentionally drove her vehicle into a crowd. It's a big update to a story we've been following since Wednesday night. San Antonio police tell us 2 victims were actually fighting in an argument between their daughters near Angela Walk in South Picasso. All of this unfolding just west of downtown. Records with the Bexar County Jail show Gomez was taken into custody. Now she's facing charges of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
The high-profile trial of an Air Force major accused of murder of his wife is set to begin next week. Andre McDonald is facing murder and tampering with evidence charges in this case. Right now, streaming on all KSAT platforms is an in-depth look at the case. It's called Open Court, the trial of Andre McDonald. You can watch this special on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or KSAT's YouTube page. Jury selection for Andre McDonald's trial starts on Tuesday.
A South Texas community coming together helping a mother who lost her limbs after giving birth. Now, neighbors in Pleasanton hosting a barbecue plate sale for Christina Pacheco and her family. Doctors found out she had a rare infection called toxic shock syndrome. They had to amputate her feet and her hands to save her life. Today, there is a plate sale scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning at St. Andrew's Catholic Church on Market Street in Pleasanton. If you have any questions, if you want to help out, we have all those details right now. Just head to KSAT.com. In your morning headlines, we begin with President Biden facing growing questions and new investigations into those classified documents that were found in his former office and in his Delaware home.
So both the president and the White House remaining silent on the special counsel probe into potential mishandling of these files. ABC's White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks explains what happens next in this investigation.
This morning, President Biden back at his Delaware home, where a handful of classified documents were found in his garage.
Are you confident you did nothing wrong, Mr. President?
The president leaving the White House, ignoring questions. Silent on the news, a special counsel has been appointed to look into his handling of classified material. House Republicans launching new investigations, demanding answers about what exactly was in those documents found in the president's home. President Biden's press secretary saying the White House does plan to fully cooperate with the newly appointed special counsel.
And we have been fully cooperating with the Department of Justice, and now we will be doing the same with the special counsel's office.
But deflecting most questions on the subject.
I would refer you anything that is related to this, as it relates to the review, to the Department of Justice or my colleagues at the White House Counsel Office.
Attorney General Merrick Garland saying the extraordinary circumstances required the appointment of a special counsel.
This appointment underscores for the public the department's commitment to both independence and accountability.
His pick for the job, a Trump appointee, veteran prosecutor Robert Hur, who in a statement promised to follow the facts swiftly and thoroughly. The move from the attorney general coming after he said the Department of Justice was notified of classified documents found in November at the Penn Biden Center in Washington, D.C. Then in late December, and again just this last week, President Biden's personal lawyers informing investigators that additional documents had been found at the president's Wilmington residence, most in his garage. The White House counsel's office saying the documents were inadvertently misplaced and that Biden's team quickly responded to the, quote, mistake.
Well, tax season is just around the corner, and the IRS has officially set January 23rd as the start of the 2023 tax season. So the day the agency will begin accepting and processing 2022 returns. Normally, the filing deadline is April 15th, but this year that's a Saturday, and the following Monday is Emancipation Day, which is a holiday. So this year, the filing deadline is Tuesday, April 18th. The IRS is expecting upwards of 168 million individual tax returns. The IRS said it has fired more than 5,000 new employees to take phone calls and added more in-person staff to help support taxpayers.
Well, the United States and Japan taking their commitment to collaborate all the way to space. Signing the Space Cooperation Framework Agreement at NASA headquarters just yesterday, officials say this agreement will bolster the two countries' space partnership. That partnership includes research on space technology, climate-related missions, and lunar activities by Japanese and American astronauts. This new agreement comes as the United States and Japan plan to expand their defense treaty because of China's space program. And back here at home, dozens of volunteers out and about at Mitchell Lake Audubon Center, all participating in a huge effort to clean up the wildlife site.
It's happening on the city's south side. GMSA reporter Alyssa Cole is there. Alyssa, how's it looking out there? Good morning.
Good morning, Max and Sarah. Yes, this 1,200-acre site, one of the most beautiful, precious jewels we have here in South Texas. I'm just going to take a look here, show you all. We're going to pan the camera. The friends that we have here, we have some birds here in the different trees and at the bird houses there. They're the reason why a lot of volunteers are here today. They're cleaning those invasive species, those invasive plants. They're clearing them out and they're replacing them with native plants. The reason why is to support that reproduction and the eating for the birds and the butterflies that migrate through this area. And this big volunteer effort happens every second Saturday until 11 o'clock from 8 to 11. So anybody watching this report right now, if you're up and you want to swing by, come on through and you can be a part of this huge volunteer effort. They're asking people to bring gloves if you have some to help pull up some of those weeds and some of those invasive plants. And if you don't have any, that's okay. They have tons of tools and gloves and resources here. But of course, again, like I mentioned, the reason why they're doing this is to preserve the wildlife niche and habitats here. It's a 1,200-acre site, 600 acres of wetlands, and there's also 3 other habitats that I haven't mentioned. But it is crucial that this integrity is maintained for the wildlife in this area. Sarah, next.
Alyssa, thank you. Looking ahead, attention all coffee lovers, basically everyone in the studio right now. The San Antonio Coffee Festival is returning this February. More than 80 coffee brews will be available for attendees to try in addition to food and dessert options. The festival will take place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on February 11th at Travis Park, downtown San Antonio. There will be exclusive VIP admission starting at 8 in the morning. Tickets are currently on sale and they range from $15 to $35.
And now to a bit of a controversy around San Antonio. The Pearl offering visitors free winter season surface level parking. Yes, free parking at the Pearl, but just for a limited time. The free parking started January 2nd. It's actually going to continue through Thursday, February 28th, all according to the Pearl's website. Free parking applies to all surface lots Monday through Thursday. Are you sighing because you didn't get free parking?
What are the surface lots?
Well, you have to look around. You just park until someone asks you to pay.
Oh.
All right, so here are the times, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This new short-term policy comes after last November's announcement that the Pearl will begin charging for parking at most of their parking lots.
But it's not on the weekends.
Right. But here's a fun fact for everyone.
Okay.
Starting next week, 2 straight weeks of Culinaria Restaurant Week, and the Pearl, a lot of the restaurants, most of them, they have special menus, cheaper menus. It's not in the script.
Okay, but also it's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Who goes and has dinner? You can't. So if you're going to go for
2
dinner.
p.m. Well, you don't have dinner at 2 p.m. unless, you go to sleep at 3 p.m.
I know, but if those restaurants aren't opened for lunch, I don't know. I'm upset.
If you have any questions like Sarah Costa, just head to KSAT.com. Time now, 9:42, 49 degrees out.
Grocery shopping can be a hassle, especially if you don't know which brands to purchase. Just purchase all the H-E-B brands. Next, which store-bought brands are worth buying and which taste good so your whole family can enjoy.
Taking a live look out at the Alamo City, it is warming up fast. I think we started off at 34 degrees this morning?
It was chilly. It was chilly this
Sarah Spivey just voiced 32 degrees, so it definitely was cold, and it's getting warmer, almost 50 now. What does the rest of the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah in just a bit.
It's an easy way to save money on groceries, buying store brands.
Store brands are almost always cheaper, sometimes up to 70%.
But the savings may not be worth it if the food doesn't taste good. So Consumer Reports did some blind taste testing on things you probably buy, comparing name brands to popular store brands. First up, cereal. Can you fill your bowl with a Honey Nut Cheerios knockoff that tastes close to the real thing but costs a lot less? Yes, tasters like these Honey Nut O's from Walmart's Great Value brand, and you save 67% per serving. Having syrup on your pancakes?
We found that all the syrups we tested were of very good quality, but some were actually more expensive than the name brand by Butternut Mountain Farms.
They found the store brand organic maple syrup at Costco will make your taste buds and your wallet happy with 25% savings. If you're a fan of Skippy peanut butter, testers say go for the Walmart brand. It costs 50% less, but they say skip the store brand PB from Target and Dollar General because both had less roasted peanut flavor. And testers said it's nuts how good these Costco extra fancy salted mixed nuts are, and you'll save a lot of money over the Planters brand. Finally, ketchup. Heinz is huge, but tasters found that Target's store brand was very good and cost 70% less per serving. H-E-B products were not part of the taste testing, so I'd like to hear from you. Let me know what your favorite store brand products are. You can comment on our website or Facebook page. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
The H-E-B pizzas. That's all I got to say.
Undefeated.
H-E-B does a great job with their brand.
They do a great job.
I just buy everything H-E-B because it's cheaper and it just tastes well. They do a good job.
Amen to that, sister. All right, outside today we're cold this morning. We got down to 32 degrees. But when we look at January this month so far, it actually ends up being the warmest January on record. Now we've still got half of January to get through, so things will regulate a little bit. But really impressive because we've had warmer mornings than average and warmer afternoons than average. We've been able to see so far the warmest January on record. You can bet we'll be keeping keeping track of that as we continue on with January. Outside right now, temperatures are in the 40s after a freezing morning. It's 44 in Hondo. Good morning in Del Rio, 47, 48 in Pleasanton, 45 in New Braunfels, 51 in Gonzales, 50 in Kennedy, and 42 in Kerrville. Closer view around San Antonio. Just about nearly all of us got to freezing or slightly colder this morning, and it's nice to see temperatures warming up so nicely into the mid-40s. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast shows that warming trend. Even just in the next couple hours here, we're already going to be in the 60s, 60 degrees around noon, sunny skies. In the afternoon, 67 for the high temperature. And then tonight, sun will set around 6, and we'll be looking at temperatures falling into the upper 40s by 10. So if you have evening plans, you won't need the coat like you did this morning, but a jacket will still suit you nicely. It'll be 68 Port SA area, 70 in Castroville, 68 in Bandera, 66 in Seguin, 68 in Nixon Smiley, 68 in Floresville, 66 in Canyon Lake, and 71 in Uvalde. One thing to be on the lookout for is this afternoon. I do expect it to be pretty windy. We'll have winds from the south sustained at 10 to 15 miles per hour, but we could have a few gusts of up to 20 miles per hour. So those winds will be a factor, especially if you're planning on eating outdoors. Just make sure to wait things down because those winds are going to be pretty breezy. And the weather set up quiet across south central Texas, quiet across all of Texas because of this high pressure system in place. But when we look out to the west, another atmospheric river of rain moving across California. A lot of rainfall for California today. This low pressure system is unfortunately not going to be bringing us any rainfall directly, but it is still going to be impacting our weather. And here's how. As that low pressure system gets closer, the high pressure system will settle over Louisiana. This is going to cause a difference in pressure, a pretty stark difference in pressure. In meteorology, we call it a pressure gradient. And it's going to allow for winds to really pick up tomorrow in the afternoon. For the morning tomorrow, though, it is going to be chilly, just not as cold as this morning, 44 degrees with some patchy fog. But then in the afternoon, you'll really notice the winds. Winds will be gusting from the south at about 30, perhaps even 35 miles per hour at times tomorrow. And all of that south wind is going to really funnel in some Gulf moisture so that by Monday morning, it will be foggy. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the morning, expect some fog. Temperatures in the upper 50s for the morning low. And then in the afternoon with some sunshine, it's going to get warm. We'll be near 80 degrees on Monday afternoon. Then a front moves through on Wednesday, but this one is going to be a pretty weak front. We're not going to see much of a temperature drop, and really most of the rain should be east and north of San Antonio. So unfortunately, only about a 20% chance for an isolated shower on Wednesday. That front moves through. Temperatures only drop a few degrees. We're still going to be warmer than average for most of this upcoming week. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Well, welcome back. Pop star Shakira debuts her new single, and fans are pointing out it may be slamming her ex-husband with a certain lyric.
The new single already breaking records as the most watched new song in YouTube's history. ABC's Gio Benitez explains.
This morning, global music superstar Shakira shattering records after releasing her new single simply titled Shakira Bizarrap Music Sessions number 53.
Sorry, baby, I said rato.
The new hit surpassing more than 63 million views in 24 hours, making it the most watched Latin song according to YouTube. The singer unapologetically dissing her ex-husband Gerard Piqué and his new girlfriend Clara Chia Martí. The former Barcelona defender has yet to comment directly on the new track. The couple splitting in 2022 amid recent cheating allegations after 12 years of marriage and having 2 children together, Sasha and Milan. This isn't Shakira's first public splash since separating, releasing Monotonia featuring Ozuna this past October, opening up about the end of her relationship.
All right, one last look at the pollen count before we go. Mountain cedar again high today, past 3,000 pollen grains per cubic meter of air. But this is down from yesterday when it was past 5,000. So that's good news. Mountain cedar season continues until Valentine's Day, so that's not great news for us. It's already 50 degrees outside. We've already seen temperatures warm up by some 20 degrees from the start of the morning. That's going to be the trend for the day today. We'll be warming up another at least 10 to 15 degrees. High temperature of 67 this afternoon. Winds a bit breezy from the south at 10 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. We'll have windier conditions tomorrow with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. That's after some patchy morning fog. 70s for the high temperature tomorrow. For the holiday on Monday, we'll start off with some fog in the morning. Temperatures in the 50s, high near 80 degrees both Monday and Tuesday. A weak cold front moves through Wednesday, bringing us wimpy rain chances, unfortunately, and dropping temperatures down only a little bit.
We really need that rain. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 6 a.m.
Texas Eats is next.